Dene Pitchimoyan Chipichamian, Chipichina Mutaman, Chigiapiananta, Michasonatago, Kagashatan Stigino, Chigia Pieganta, Iwana Dijagate, Chirochigate. My name is Shannon Metatawabin. I'm from Fort Albany, Ontario. Metatawabin is what they call it. I come from a long line of leaders. My dad was Edmund Metatawabin. He wrote a book called Up Ghost River that told the story of his experience at residential school. And he's been fighting with the government, I say fighting, but going to court over and over and over again to ensure that the residential school survivors are acknowledged and receive the acknowledgement and the benefits that they need for long-term healing. And that continues to this day. My grandfather was Abraham Metatawabin, probably the last trapper, last real entrepreneur on the land. He passed last year, but he was 104, so he stayed with us for a very long time. So I got a long line of people that I look up to, that I was raised by. In this room, I can see that there's a lot of people that have the potential to be on a board, and we're in a time and space right now where it's really important that Canada and that corporations and mining companies realize that this is just the right thing to do. I made a presentation to the OECD along with Don Madavi, who's in the front seat over there, when we're trying to raise the need for an Indigenous platform at the OECD that represents 80 countries, with 500 million Indigenous people in this world. Of course, we need to be represented. We've been invisible for far too long. Yet our natural capital in our territories have been eroded, and the rest of the world is very wealthy. Everybody's got generational wealth, but we were left out. Going forward, we're asserting our rights with 300 plus court cases that affirm our rights and title to our territories. So when I speak, I say there's no prosperity for Canada without Indigenous prosperity as well. Having boil water advisories, having poverty in our communities, and our kids taking their own lives, it's over, and we need to be part of it. And I think when you walk around the mine, at the conference here, you get a sense that there's a lot of business going on, more than $100 billion of GDP impact, and we want to be part of that. I also work as a CEO for the National Aboriginal Capital Corporations Association, which is a network of Indigenous business developmental lenders. And they've processed $3.3 billion in lending to Indigenous entrepreneurs in Canada, and 50,000 loans over the past 35 years. And this is one of the most important best practices that we took to the OECD to say that this is an important mechanism for other Indigenous communities to do all around the world. The closer you can deal with your people in helping them create a life for themselves, the more successful they'll be. I also work with De Beers Canada, so it's a mining company in Northern Ontario that did diamonds. And I just joined the board for Clean Air Metals, so palladium, platinum, nickel, and copper. A very critical mineral for batteries. This is the move to net zero. We've got incredible targets where we have to transition to renewable. And these types of minerals are very, very important to the world so that we can save our world. So when I joined that board, I made sure when I was talking with the leadership to ensure that the company was there for the right reasons, and their approach to working with community, to environment, to making sure proper engagement and communication takes place, made me comfortable with the decision to help this company solve some of the problems of this world, and that's the way I look at it. So thank you.